thought I had done analysis for the EVO sets. Damn, I'm a rookie. Those sets were so good. All right. Old Sajam sounds pretty excited for this set.
Versus SonicFox.
He doesn't know. What he doesn't know is that this is about to be the GOAT Dragon Ball Fighter set ever.
You have the wall. Go1 is unbreakable on defense, and you have Scramble God on the other side. The best offensive player in the world for this game, SonicFox.
I think this is a good intro.
This is that moment, right? You have a player who's undefeatable on defense versus a person whose offense can be stopped.
You know, one of my big goals for Dragon Ball, this is something that I did a lot in the first year of Dragon Ball, and something that I tried to do a lot in this top 8 as well, is really describe the players by their play styles. Make it short and sweet.
Winners finals of Evolution, the USA versus Japan's finest.
The very first thing that I did there was a really short but sweet focus on explaining one thing. Go1 is the wall. His defense is unbreakable, right? He's incredibly hard to open up, and I'm opening up to thank Flamingo for dropping the big Twitch Prime. Thanks very much. Go1 is the wall. He is the unbreakable defensive monster, and SonicFox is the offensive powerhouse. And my goal was to explain both of these players like extremely quickly. I wanted to make sure that people at home understood very fast. One of them defensive, one of them offensive, the best at both, boom, right? That's all I wanted to do. That was my entire goal, and I tried to do it super quickly. The other thing is that this intro, this line that I use here, is one that I've used I think every time they've played.
The USA versus Japan's finest.
I really like using that as an intro when these two play. I don't know why, but to me it just felt, they have like a special intro. You know how like fighting games work, right? Where like there's a special intro where like Hugo and Alex have like the face-to-face chest bump. To me, I feel like when I introduce this match, it has a special intro voice line from me, the announcer. But it just feels like this match has its own unique voice line. This is gonna be a match to remember. That was probably a reflect. Yeah, Pass Me brings it up, Kermie brings it up. In this game, if you stop to reflect, beautiful. If you stop to reflect, you hit back, and then try to reflect, you get hit by low attack. Sometimes it happens. That snipe was really well done. One thing that you can characterize as something Japanese players love to do in this game, they were the first people to really do it super often, and it's something that they still do a lot, is reflect tag. SonicFox, as soon as he gets reflected, jumps back, expecting this, air to air. Like, that's one thing about Sonic, is like, they just know. What are you supposed to do in that scenario? That's something that's super studied. That was a missed air dash, I think, into a low, probably. Go1 will not flinch. Sonic's just trying to wait until both assists are back up. Beautiful defense. The reflect was good, but unfortunately, still gets opened up. The intros remind you of Dragon Ball announcer. That's kind of like the goal, right? Is to make the announcing for this sounds very specific. Yeah, Sparks holds Vanish. Mix-up's not too scary. This is really when Go1 gets to get moving, you know?
But that Sparking's about to run out. Go1's trying to make something happen. This is his chance. GT Goku assist available.
SonicFox still has Sparking himself, so if he really feels the pressure, he can definitely get out of there.
This is one thing I love about Sonic Kid Buu. I think Sonic's Kid Buu is so good. This standing, or this jumping M reverse B into the L after, so that you just whiff and then hit that one overhead low. First of all, fuck you, Go1, for blocking that. But second of all, that is such a good way post-clash to get yourself out of the corner.
Wow, that was sick. The M cancel into the L. Mix up off the gumball, goes low, use both assists. SonicFox, pack dash out.
I gotta do that shit in France, Moste. Oh, nice block.
I feel like for so long this has been one of his best characters and he just never plays them.
Well, I got some defense myself, sir.
Falls back.
Tried to jump back, snipe again.
So this combo round's not too scary.
Go1 is definitely like if you set the AI to guard all. I feel like if you want to practice opening Go1 up, you just set the AI to guard all, and then you try to run offense. And if somehow the CPU gets hit, which is not supposed to happen, then you're like, oh shit, nice. That's the same thing.
no assist available. Sonic, will he commit to the dash? He goes H, missed it.
Yeah, so a lot of times there, after the key blast, people try to challenge, or they assume Kid Buu is going to IID back, or they reflect after. I like H Mystic Ball, because you can rotate a few options there. You can IID back, you can commit to like a button, you can go for the gumball, or go for the Mystic Ball.
Over this dude right now.
You need to get space. Like, as Goichi here, you can't stay up close and personal and swing. Sonic's reads are too
Wow,
strong.
ran up 2H, was probably looking for a jump back super dash or something. Yeah, this is EVO.
Vanish. This is a kill with level 3 at the end of this, so 4 bars committed.
Okay.
This is great. Yeah, for Goichi, Goku, you know.
The problem is that, you know, Kid Buu dying is great, but really when you look at Sonic's team, like, they're perfectly happy with getting a hit with Bardock because you just loop, you build a shit ton of meter, and you dump the meter and almost kill Goku. And any life lost for Goichi is life you cannot get back. It's permanent damage.
Look, man, he saved us.
So in this case, like, you know, you can't really just sit here and like, yeah, wait, that's great confirm. A little too high, yeah. I think actually should have been double jump after the 2M or the jump M, and then because this hit really high, it should have been jumping L M double jump L M or jump L M 2H with so the auto combo would get the suction.
Up off the chase, then up backing from Goichi just to stay out of the way of SonicFox.
The immortal words of Grant, unhealable damage. It's the damage is unfuckwittable, you know what I'm saying? It's just there. Yeah, good block. Nice. That was good. One more. Yeah, this is a kill with Dragon Rush. 4 bars committed. That damage is unfuckwittable. Pixel.
That's what I was thinking. Overhead, he blocked it. Nope.
Oh my god. GT Goku assists, he sparked.
I like the spark. This is one thing that I feel like is a very Sonic thing to do. They're like the only person that does this. Is like spark up, and then when you're blocking the assist, hold vanish to mix up. Sonic really likes this mix up. Goichi has to block out the whole sparking.
Needs to be careful with those vanishes. I can tell you right now.
Missed the ID right there. This right here is something that I feel like is very SonicFox. Like, do a button, call the assist, hold vanish, sandwich between the assist and the character, go for 50-50. Great block. That was right out of the corner. This is why SonicFox could still air dash. One more mix up with the held sparking probably, right? Or held vanish on the sparking. Damn it. Set the CPU to guard all. That's Goichi. Set the CPU to guard all.
Goichi goes straight back into the level 3, but GT Goku still alive on the side of SonicFox. There's no sparking on either side. My man's got 6 bars.
Set the CPU to guard all. I'm telling you, it's the same shit. You'll get the exact same experience.
What does he have left in the tank? Goichi's defense is out of control, and Sonic with no assist to mix him up. This is big. I think GT Goku, you know, this is his newest character, and the character he's going to be the least comfortable running with. Power pull out of there, super dash back in, H in the fist. Auto combo check, the Dragon Rush.
What's crazy to me is how consistently Sonic gets really clean staggers with a solo character.
We're on about 80 seconds in. SonicFox needs more than one hit if he wants to get this kill.
Auto combo challenge, SonicFox.
Staggers all day. Man, Goichi's defense is so good. Beautiful. This is one thing in this game, right? So one thing I don't hear people talk about is how good the neutral is for air-to-air situations in this game. This is something that is, you want to talk about like the footsies or the neutral of this game. This is something you see a lot. Sonic runs up. When you run up in this game, you force a couple of options from your opponent. The most standard options, there's 2 main options that you, or 3 main options you probably do. Backdash, right? To escape, you know, the forward movement from Sonic, and also give you room to 2H if Sonic super dashes. Jump back and commit to LLL auto combo, or jump forward and commit to trying to air. Those are the main things you do in this game. The main like way you dance on the ground is if you think they're gonna run up super dash or run up jump or something like that, or run up and commit to something, you backdash, create space, see what they're gonna do, 2H. If you think they're gonna run up and jump, you try to air them either by jumping backwards or jumping forward and going for an auto combo. And when someone in this game commits to a forward jump like this, right? They commit to a forward jump in front of you to try to catch you air to air. You need to have the reactions in neutral to think, Shino bars for dropping the big Twitch Prime. Thanks very much. You need to have the reactions in neutral to do this. Jump back, air to air. See that? This is clean. This is one of the most important parts about playing neutral in Dragon Ball. Is running up, baiting them to jump back or jump forward and, you know, try to air you. And if they jump back, you can wait, see that they jump back and super dash at them to check them and then put them in an assist. If they jump forward, like this, you let them jump forward and then you jump up and then Kai 360 flame for dropping the big Twitch Prime. Thanks very much. Jump back and then air to air them and punish. This is something that's really important in this game. So watch. Sonic runs up. Goichi sees the run up and says, okay, I'm going to look for jump M, immediate jump M air to try to catch Sonic. Sonic just runs up, sees that Goichi jump forward, beautiful neutral jump up in L whiff punish. Air to air.
Beautiful whip punish. Sonic was ready. This is his
Yep,
first
that's what you
victory
got to
in a
do.
while.
Pretty important for the neutral of this game.
He's gonna set up the self dunk.
And he still gets a free follow-up after this. He gets
And if you don't know much about what the neutral of this game looks like, that's a beautiful read, by the way. Straight up, hard read that there was going to be a backdash. Yeah, Sonic's like, I'm so good.
He's like, I'm too smart.
Straight up Reddit.
You're gonna backdash on me, buddy boy. Power pull, but what's scary? Think about that last match. SonicFox was all offense. He was running him over.
Someone asked, what does getting all 7 Dragon Balls do? It lets you summon Shenron, and you can pick 4 options from it. You have to have 7 meters and do an auto combo to get it. Yeah, big drop here. Gotta guess. I meant drop as in, you know, drop down to the ground, not a combo drop. Good challenge from Goichi. Probably Yolden. Like, the guess is, I think what happens here is this. Sonic thinks that Goichi's going to reflect, because Goichi has reflected in this case before. Goichi waits to see if there's going to be something. Oh, Sonic trying to bait my reflect. Standing out.
That was a beautiful challenge. Yeah, he didn't have enough plus frames there, and Goichi recognized it on defense.
Did a little damage on Kid Goku, still got out of the corner.
That was really good. Side switch.
All the same.
Yeah, huh?
And the drop, he's got the level
And now they got to guess. Level 3, mix up here.
Mix up here. And this is a great start for Goichi. He's not getting smothered. He's got space to run his own offense.
No assist to back him up this time, but SonicFox.
That's where the power pull would have came in handy, actually. Nice, that was pretty good coverage on the tag.
Where's that tag? He's got Kid Buu in. This character.
The thing is that, yeah, while that situation happens, if you're Goichi, it's your time to move. As soon as Sonic does this, notice that they don't have any assists left. So, like, it's your time to go. If you're Goichi, even though it's not Goichi's style, you got to move in at least a little bit.
Real scary, especially in the hands of SonicFox.
Sonic has assists now. But you have to survive this. Yeah, it goes low. That 2M probably would have killed, actually. Goichi could have TOD'd.
Goes for the key blast. Yeah, that was
The momentum of it carried Sonic a little too far.
Yeah, he was really close.
That was
Chance to ensure light right
fucked.
there probably would have made him whip, but still, the conversion and
It
the
looked like
side
Kid Buu was maybe too low for him to, like, do anything. That's not gonna reach you.
He was a little too far. He tried to run up
Sonic
the
tried to
field.
dash in level 3, but it didn't quite make it.
Switch, power pull. He can extend into level 3 here. Auto combo. Boom, boom.
Homie attack level 3. The spirit bomb for the
Big
money.
damage and the setup
Same side,
after.
Same side. Yep. Goes for the light this time.
Stagger pressure.
He just does this all day. Mm-hmm.
Early spark is not good in this matchup, especially we've seen the back
Huh?
and forth when it comes to the character. So you're gonna
Word?
combo.
Come on, brother. Hit me with that 720-60. Put that shit right in my veins.
Yeah, you gotta wipe this guy out of here. Dragon Rush. The multi fist, and that's the kill with the javelin. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Start for Goichi. You have to weather the storm. If you can't stop SonicFox's offense early.
Nice little 720p 60 kill. Oh my.
Oh, the tag.
Spark up for the extra damage and meter build. I think the meter is one of the most important parts about this sparking here. You build like 3 bars, and then even that builds an extra meter at the end. This is huge. Yeah, you build a lot of bar. That is why sparking there is such a good choice, right? Sparking gives you extra damage, which is great. But sometimes the meter it builds you is even more important, right? Because the meter is what you can dump on the combo.
He didn't even have sparking last time.
That was a 6 meters spent.
Tags the assist just a little bit. Let you know he's aware. Picks him
It was a
up.
vanish, level 1, level 3.
SonicFox getting started. He's gonna need a lot to take
Solo
out.
GT Goku. This is pretty hard.
himself. The unfortunate thing is, like, you know, this is a meter-heavy character to do those kind of combos solo. Reflect on Wake Up. Power
Yeah, if you want to set up the solo Spirit Bomb, you have to spend an extra bar. That was a good block. Yeah, if you're Goichi here, I think you just wait, right? I mean, you have such a big advantage, even though SonicFox has sparking. Really good. And you get GT Goku out, which is great. Let him build back some blue life. All damage you can force SonicFox to have to hit you with is great if you're Goichi, because, you know, you have extra characters. You can let them build back life by snapping them out. And now Goichi has to block. Oh, that was it? You know, Goichi is one of those players where you just assume your mix-up won't hit sometimes, and then when it does, you're not quite ready to combo off of it. Nice. Does comboing off Super Dash have worse proration? Yeah, it's not super bad, but yeah. It's not like it's horrible. Like a sparking combo doesn't do like no damage. It's not like you know, it just immediately kills the combo. Yeah, even with the drop there, that's about all she wrote. Overhead is such a good round ender because if you have bar, it does really high damage actually, right?
That'll definitely get the job done. 1v1. This is first to 3.
This is bad. Yeah, that is a real bad spot to be. Nobody is better than SonicFox at running that mix-up, and this team is really good at actually like setting those up because Bardock has medium lariat, which puts you in the air and then sets up a falling mix-up. And then Kid Buu Assist is extremely good for doing that too. Kid Buu themselves is like, the Kid Buu is a great character for running that kind of the mix-up. There's like a million frames of whatever it's called. Hit stun on that. If you're running up behind GT Goku Assist, it has enough hit stun that, you know, you're chilling. Yeah, we're watching EVO. I didn't realize we didn't watch this on stream. Beautiful call out. And this is Goichi, so forward tack. That's the kill. I think that was a mistake with the double assist earlier, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a drop from Goichi there, actually. I don't think he meant to call both assists, and because of that, almost didn't work out okay. Sonic no punish, but yeah, the assist. Whoa.
That was so fucked up. In the front pogo, that is so hard to block. This mix-up has to hit. Sonic needs a hit here before sparking runs out, for sure. Assist, falling mix-up. No! Sonic committed. The hard part about fighting Goichi, we just talked about that, right? Is that if you don't think your mix-ups are gonna hit, so you just don't commit to them. Level 1, level 3.
As expected, SonicFox with the furry mode.
As expected.
Brings out that Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, to be honest with you, even though Sonic got the hit at the end, surviving like 80% of a sparking without getting hit, super hard, first of all, and super important against someone like Sonic. I mean, EVO is a pretty big win, Starscream.
That's a lot of meter to dump, right? Especially, you know, you have Bardock available. He is so good at dumping double level 1 into level 3 and stuff for extra damage.
The game's even now.
He's got Kid Buu in the back for the assist. That's a great mix-up, but I'm you know, thinking like that Kid Buu for the mix-up potential in front is really
having GT Goku with Kid Buu Assist is great. You notice that Sonic, a lot of times, their team is kind of like, you don't have a neutral assist. It's really just about getting the hit in neutral without an assist. You have to earn the block, and oh shit. And then after that, you know, that's when you use like Kid Buu Assist or whatever to lock them down. Sonic almost always like doesn't have a neutral assist and then just fights and then gets the block and then it's like, all right, well, time to run my offense. Yeah, Sonic just believes that they can win neutral without any assist, without anything else, and then force you to block and then lock you down. Wow.
with a tag.
Made the light whiff and then went straight for the Dragon Rush. Works out.
That's a big drop.
The drop on the combo, on the auto combo, didn't get it. The 2H cancel, but he
Yeah, no hit confirm. That was pretty late, to be honest.
Rare like moment where Goichi didn't hit confirm. Backdash Lariat, backdash, tag out. Maybe looking for Sonic to hit a button. The auto combo whiff.
Reflect 2H. Big deal here is that you can snap.
Drops him. Oh, he didn't get the extended
No! I think the easy combo and a snap would have been good. Although the high means that the incoming mix-up wouldn't have been that scary.
Whip on the power pole, runs up, jumps in. Sonic with a super dash. Goichi, you can see him running. He doesn't want to commit first, right? A lot of
The neutral in DBFZ is fast, but there's really just a few interactions happening at a time that you have to think about.
with the block.
Man, he is playing back a little bit. He knows he does not want to get clipped.
There's a super dash. One thing to notice, right, in this game about super dashing there is when you see Goichi do air dash forward like that, that's when you can anti-air it or do a jump back air to air or something. Then Goichi's jumping back, like jump back, ID back. When you notice that Goichi's just jumping back over and over and putting himself in the air, that's when you can super dash in. Yeah, jump up air to air. A lot of this game is about positioning your air to airs and either choosing to bite or not bite in moments like that.
Set up the level 3. He can do another level 1 after if it'll kill. We'll see how much damage it does.
I don't think
No,
it's gonna
it would.
take the
Well, he
dragon.
gets
Yeah,
the
it's not gonna
hit,
kill.
and then the level 1 after, I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think it's gonna kill.
Even with the powered up, beefed up GT
You gotta
Goku
watch
damage.
tag if you're Sonic. And Goichi might not even do it because he knows Sonic's looking for it. That's why he's backdashing here.
Definitely trying to get away.
80 seconds left on the clock. Sets a grind. Power pole. Whiff on the dragon.
Oh.
He almost went the other way with the M, but Goichi wasn't ready for it. And I don't think
Man, Sonic was down so much.
Plays those key blasts again. Great range too. He's using this very well. Not jumping, just staying back. Still no vanish for SonicFox. He only has one bar. He doesn't want to commit to it too early.
So if that was jump back LLL air to air on the super dash, I think Sonic probably wins this game.
I can block that.
But it's a scary thing to commit to. Damn.
The falling mix-up.
This is really clean from Goichi. Seeing the air dash and then walking under. This is one thing that I think a lot of the Japanese players are really, really clean at doing.
The little micro dash under to get away from it. Beautiful movement from Goichi on the air dash.
Ready for the side switch. I've been seeing people all weekend get hit by that because they're like, hey, I know they're going to cross me up. I want to block this way. Instead, take the micro dash, get the full punish right there.
You know what's funny is that somebody in the chat mentioned the person that's refused to call SonicFox they them. That person is also a flat earther. The two things aren't related, I don't think, but you know. That cracked me up.
One touch for Goichi, a couple for Sonic.
That guy's about the flat Earth netcode.
So consistently for him this entire day so far, but not that time. No pickup confirmed. SonicFox still in trouble.
This is still a pretty winnable. See, until that, it's a pretty winnable match actually. This is still pretty winnable, although in this case Sonic is down quite a bit in terms of characters and stuff. If you hit Bardock here, like Bardock's dead, and if you hit Goku here, Goku's dead. This is a two-touch match, which makes this pretty scary. If either of these characters have full health, it's a much, much bigger deficit. But when it's a two-touch match, it's actually not that huge of a deficit. And that goes both ways, right? When, you know, Goichi's looking at the set here, he has a big advantage because he's got an extra character, but it's not like, you know, he has an advantage in neutral and his ability to extend and stuff like that. It's a one-touch match for him with an assist, and for Sonic, it's a two-touch match without an assist. 30 seconds, could he combo fast enough to kill? Yeah, I think so.
That's going to be 2-1. 2-1 on the side of Goichi.
And SonicFox, the maniac, ran up and tried to dragon rush on the ground, thinking Goichi might just fall. But Goichi hung up in the air, went for the super dash on the other side. And it's 2-1 now, favor of Goichi. You notice, like,
it's just like in my Chick-fil-A video. I said something along the lines of Chick-fil-A tastes delicious, but, you know, it doesn't exactly support the happiest kind of, you know, mentality. And someone was like, wow, you leftists are the worst. And I was like, you know, you don't have to be a leftist to think hating gay people is probably not a good idea.
First to three, like I said before. This is winner's side. Somebody's going to go down and wait and lose his finals. But until then, we're trying to get this first grand final participant.
Oh boy, this is bad. Wow, jumps out.
That right there is like, this is probably game-winning defense. This right here is an example of like game-winning defense. Right here.
First grand final.
Seeing that Sonic sets up the gumball and then the neutral jump and then Goichi missing the mix-up and Goichi being able to jump out is game-winning defense.
Bad. Wow, jumps out. He made it out of the mix.
And then right here, this is another example of awareness on 20. Like, this is fucked up awareness. To see Sonic air-to-air you and then realize you have enough time after blocking to run under and standing L.
The mix-up, okay, run under, finds the LL, the sign switch.
That's EVO winning defense right there.
Back into the corner you go. Tries to get the extension with the go.
Missed the combo, but it doesn't matter too much, I don't think.
So it's definitely not going to kill.
Man, Goichi is playing so well. You can really tell that his defense is like, it's working really, really
That's
hard.
the power of
It's like
speed
really
reading.
set so far, right? Like that clutch ability to just stay there and survive all these moments is what's slowing down Sonic.
Yeah, SonicFox.
His programming is too good. Telling you, just set the CPU to guard all.
Yeah, and we see Sonic do the call assist tag a lot, right? So that's one thing that Goichi now is, you know, he's ready.
That's one of the few times where you go over like that and still have enough block stun to do light on the other side. I don't know if Sonic could have reflected.
I like the stagger pressure. Oh, sandwich falls low. He's about to have Kid Buu assist. I don't think he can string into it, and that was a beautiful read. He knew that Sonic needed more time.
Exactly. Pass me brings up the fact that you have to stagger to bring back assists. Really, really good read.
Look at the screen and see the assist coming back.
Yeah, in the beginning of the set, Goichi doesn't really hit a button ever. What ends up happening is Goichi just waits, sees the moments where, like, okay, you know, Sonic is going to stagger. Because Sonic staggers a lot, like, steals a lot of turns. I think that's because they're so used to Mortal Kombat and other games where even if you're negative, like, you can steal turns if you make really hard reads or if you pick the right choice. And if you actually rotate your options in Dragon Ball, there's actually a lot of shit that you can do. Just like there's a lot of people like Punk Baby who dropped the big 2 months. Thanks very much.
Oh, he almost comboed off GT Goku other side. Goichi walks into it. This is big. Oh,
Yeah, it goes for the reset instead of taking the damage. This has to work here. If this mix-up doesn't work, then, you know, you left out all that sparking damage for this, which it ends up working.
You can't block forever. I mean, Goichi, you're pretty darn close to doing it, but you can't block forever.
Yeah, whatever the actual version of Forever is, he's
Level 1, level 3.
Level 1, level 3 for the kill, and look at this. Our game is tied up just like that. Goichi with a huge meter lead, but in terms of characters and sparking, we're all even.
Eternal Dragon? Open.
Kid Goku with their assist in the back. So it matches these playstyles, right? Goichi has the beam assist, that's a little bit more stable.
Yeah, Goichi's defense is so good that the rare times Goichi swings or doesn't block, you don't expect it. It's not even just like when Goichi challenges your surprises. It's like when Goichi gets hit by your mix-up, sometimes you're busy planning the next mix-up. So there's like 2 or 3 times where like Sonic commits to like an overhead or something and then is already air dashing and trying to go to the other side and mix you up and stuff when like Goichi got hit. But like you don't expect Goichi to get hit because it's Goichi, and then you're like, oh shit, it hit, and then it's too late.
Assist is gone. Gonna build some bar. Yeah, I mean Goichi's on full meter. This is fine for SonicFox to wait it out and build some meter.
Yeah, the waiting game here is probably in favor of Sonic because Sonic can still build meter and Goichi can't.
And look at the approach. As soon as Goku's gone, Sonic went for the approach. He wants to get in now that the assist isn't an issue, and that's what he does. String him up, falling mix-up, goes low.
Uh-oh, SonicFox finds the hit. This is looking good. He needs his game to stay alive.
This is huge.
6 bars on the side.
All that time they were just chilling. Level 3, this is the kill.
The Dragon Rush, or keep it simple and just do 1-1.
They don't kill this time. You can do
Yeah.
a regular one. That's fine.
Level 1, that'll do it. If he doesn't fall out, yep. So, this is great for
Even did the easy combo. Didn't go for the Dragon Rush, which, to be honest, it's not going to build that much meter or anything there.
He wouldn't have been able to kill if he didn't build the meter. Air-to-air, jumping L, the little
Fuzzies.
built bar, which was great for him. He wouldn't have been
Ooh, that is pretty, isn't it?
able to kill if he didn't build
That
the
is
meter.
so
Air.
pretty. This is one of the prettiest things about this game. Look at this. This is so pretty. Whoop! Oh, baby.
Been able to kill if you didn't build the meter. Air-to-air, jumping L, the little elbow on him. Uh-oh, this is bad news. Yeah, Goichi, no defensive option.
Both of these players are really good at that. Man, Goichi's defense is great.
Corner because of Goichi. He's gonna take the screen this time. Quick air
What up,
dash to
Lupo?
get away. Looking for a key blast just to kind of, you know, wrangle him in. Not gonna work.
GT Goku assist brings you back down to the ground.
Goichi get hit by that. Sonic finally, you know, the mental stack is too big. Dash up hits it this time.
Oh, me talking about mental stack at EVO? Before we talked about it on the stream here?
Level 3, that's
Yeah. Got him.
SonicFox.
He's got a lot of meter to dump on this. This is a grip of damage. Next hit kills Kid Buu. Wake up buttons. Another one!
Level 3, this dude, Goichi is perfect.
Just like that, 6 meters spent. Kid Buu's out of there. One character apiece.
That's gotta feel so bad. But the only good news is that Goichi dumped 6 bars. Yeah, Goichi tried to air there. You notice that in this game, this is something about the like air footsies of this game, right? When you're in the neutral in this game, when people are up in the air, the jump back to escape the jump M. Jump M is such a good air to air button. And then right here, when Goichi, like Sonic runs up, and when Goichi jumps forward, Sonic looks for jump back, L. You see that? Something that constantly happens in this game. When one character runs forward, the other character will jump back to try to air to air. And if you think that's what they're gonna do, you run forward, you let them jump back, and you super dash at them, or you like run up and call your assist, your GT Goku assist, and it pulls them back down to the ground, or you run up and just let them jump back and whiff, and as they land on the ground, you challenge with light or something like that. That's how the neutral of this game has to be played.
Ooh, he got the hit.
On
This is
the
big.
ropes right now.
Okay, so the thing is, he's not dead. You know, even the next hit won't kill him, but this
Right.
positioning is fantastic. Up tech. Ooh, air
All you
dash.
need is one challenge from Sonic, which you know is gonna come soon.
Staggers the pressure. Looking for the vanish. Sonic doesn't crack.
Goichi has 1 bar now.
Jump in. Oh, the staggered low.
Trying to get him.
Watch the pogo.
Power pole.
Backs up. We're back to the neutral here. Sonic with the meter lead.
Oh, he caught that one. Definitely could have did advantage.
Oh, God, that
Something
call out.
2H. That is going to be the game for SonicFox. That's going to be 2-2. 2-2.
Finally,
Beautiful
between these two
2H.
in the winners finals. Goichi versus SonicFox.
Look at these nerds.
Oh man, what a set.
This is so good. Such a good set.
Here it is, 2 apiece. Speed read. What does it say in
This
there
set was
about
really
SonicFox
long.
that he could possibly
And as it was going,
Man,
I could
oh, man.
feel
Winners finals of EVO
like
2019. The
commentating this set and trying to keep up with all the decisions and stuff is like so taxing on the body. It's so taxing on the brain.
Side grand finals. Here it is. We start off Bardock. Who has the first advantage? Does Sonic put on the pressure, or can Goichi escape? He needs space to wiggle.
This is bad. Yeah, Sonic staggered, empty, low. I think that's the first time Sonic's done just fall low.
He's going to open you up, man.
2+ frames. Wow.
Whoa.
Goichi's call out and the dragon run.
That was crazy.
Goichi finally getting that hit.
All right, drop him after, extend off the GT Goku assist for the corner carry. This is beautiful. No assist. He dropped the tail end, so that means he doesn't get the knockdown that counts. E-blast, H-lariat, follow it up with
Yeah, this isn't a kill, but
bleeding.
it's a lot of damage. Takes the snap.
Gonna take Fuzzy.
That is so good. That's one of the few ways. That's a mistake from Goichi. Should have been 5M instead of 2M there. You can delay it and get 2M, but yep, falling mix-up.
For Goichi, and he is running him over. This is the thing. Goichi
That
can
setup actually lets you get a real like IED or low mix-up against a character like Kid Buu who's little.
Down to normal level 3. Oh, almost had a conversion with the air dash out of the corner with the light.
I think Sonic might spark soon with how beat up his team is. Didn't get the air-to-air.
Yeah, Sonic needs a spark, I think.
Yeah, there's the spark you have. Your team is on the ropes. The super
This is big. H Mystic Ball.
Gets the pick up against Bardock in the corner. And the
In sparking with H Mystic Ball there, that's actually good damage. Counter Spark, I think, is a good choice from Goichi.
sparking to match the level 1 sparking layer.
The thing is that when Sonic spends a level 1 Spark here and doesn't get like a huge mix-up after that, it's really, really detrimental. Like you need to get that kill, and you need to build a lot of meter, which they did. They got 6 bars.
SonicFox is in trouble. He only has 2 characters left.
The air dash. He can air dash cancel this on hit. Yeah, because he was hitting the assist guard cancel.
That guard cancel was fine. It gets eaten up by the beam, and if Goichi's not are able to super dash, then you probably won't be able to combo.
We're looking at about even here. But he has to get there first. Power pole whiff. Assist gone. Sonic with the chase down. Looking for the air dash. He's on the hunt. Sonic needs a hit, and he knows it.
He has 7 bars.
Running after Goichi. Goichi hanging out in the air. The super dash. That's one thing he's been using defensively so much against Sonic.
Oh, wow. Maybe didn't think it was going to hit. It would hit, to be honest. You can also just do the, what's it called? That move right there. Instead, if that's what you wanted, you didn't think it would reach. And I'm reaching out to thank Dan Alhazard for dropping the big 6. Thanks very much.
The mix-up's real dangerous here, too. Level 3 in the
That's not going to hit. Yeah.
Not gonna work.
Goichi started going for a lot of reversal level 3s on Sonic's pressure, and I think that that's a good call given how often they stagger and the fact that Sonic's pretty tenacious on offense. But there's a lot of times where Sonic will let Goichi reflect and bait reflects, so I think, you know, that's one scary thing about committing to a level 3.
I was about to say, yeah.
Goichi's offense is really good. It's not that Goichi's offense is bad. If you compare it to Sonic, it's not as good. And if you compare Sonic's defense to Goichi's, it's not as good. But both of them have great offense and great defense. Goichi's team has like 2 or 3 times where he can run really good mix-ups, and those times you see the offense is really strong. Goichi is also a little bit more optimal in terms of in terms of using defensive option selects and also combo routes, I think. This right here is one of the things that I think Goichi is really good at. More than anybody else, he is good at challenging this assist. As good as GT Goku assist is, and this huge length of the screen that it hits, right? It hits all of this up here and shit. Like, being able to challenge under it is so important, and I feel like Goichi is like the first person I saw consistently challenging under this assist, like really well. Like, the spacing on this is perfect, right? 2M, and then you wait as long as you can for 5M so that you don't get clipped by the assist. So watch this. Check this out. 2M, 5M. A little wait. Yeah, the important part about Kid Buu on this team is the gumball assist, so Sonic can get falling mix-ups. Put Soul 2D in DBFZ. You just saw it. Goku's 2M is definitely sold to 2D. Sonic's team is much more like... you have to win neutral straight up with Sonic's team most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. But the mix-ups are really, really good. So you have to be you have to be straight up about how you win on in the ground a lot of the times, but the reward for making someone block is higher than Goichi's team. I don't know if it's better than Soul 2D, but it's pretty damn good. As good as Steel Total Loafers dropping the big 8 buns.
SonicFox and hot pursuit gets hit by the tail end of the assist, but nothing.
Thought we were going to see a vanish right there to make something happen.
Sonic waiting it out. He's got a lot of time. He's got meter. Dragon Rush again.
This is a lot of meter. This is 5 bars. That's very, very good. As good as seen Nightblade dropping the big Twitch Prime. You can get the kill here. If this doesn't kill, which it did, if it didn't kill, you have 1 extra meter to add on to the end of the combo. What is this alert from? EVO top 8. This top 8. Last character each. That's beautiful, by the way. That jump overhead in the front. It's so good because it looks like you're going to air dash over. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't go over. Nice block. That Dragon Rush was as good as Yanril's 7 months. This right here, I got to tell you. This is fucked up. I can't think of anything else in the world that, like, Sonic should have done. I don't think anybody's breaking this Dragon Rush.
SonicFox still in this thing. 3 bars, and he's gonna get a 4th, and it's definitely not gonna kill.
Goes for the level 3.
Okay.
Super Saiyan 4.
This mix-up is it. If this mix-up hits, Sonic's chilling. If this mix-up's blocked, Goichi's chilling. Didn't get the autocorrect on the jump. You gotta watch the H overhead here. That's all you have to think of. That's all Goichi wants. In the front. That is why it's so fucked up. That overhead is so fucked up because it looks like it's gonna go over you, right? It looks like right here, before Goku instant transmissions, it looks like it's an IED over, like a standard instant air over M. And then it hits back in the front. And look at that smile from SonicFox. That shit is as good as K Amine, thanks very much for dropping the tier 1. The pop off.
Finals EVO 2019.
He clutches it out.
Goichi's fucking hype as all hell.
This time he's in winner side grand finals.
Hits the deck. You ever played a Dragon Ball set? That was so, this is a 29-minute Dragon Ball set. 3-2, last hit.
More set for him, and he's exhausted. The revenge match is complete.
This game, because you don't die in one hit most of the time, you know, sometimes you get TOD'd. You have to win like 2 to 3 interactions per character to win, right? It takes a while. This is not like a game where you just one, you know, the whole team explodes usually. So yeah, this is a really stressful, taxing game, especially for someone like Goichi, who just has to, he's like, his style is so defensive. He just has to sit there and like constantly be like super active on defense. To survive, you're constantly OSing, you're constantly reacting, you're constantly like, you know, you're sitting there the whole time. Just like boom, 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 boom. Every interaction is like, okay, I gotta look for this. Okay, I gotta look for that. And every time Sonic staggers, it resets the clock in your head. You're blocking, and then Sonic staggers, and it resets. Okay, now I'm looking for this. It resets, it resets, it resets. And the falling mix-up comes, and like it's like so much. It takes so much of your brain to over and over and over and over deal with all this shit, right? It's so much. This is a big deal too, because having a set advantage in EVO finals, it's so good. What a fucking dope set. I didn't realize before it started how good it was going to be. I thought it would be great. That shit. That was a good ass set of Dragon Ball.